What's up, y'all? Hope y'all having a chill, little cool Thursday. But while we wait for the weekend, let's check out these restaurant scams and crimes and see what that's about. So like the video, comment, definitely subscribe. Let's get into it.
He rang up 800 trays of mac and cheese.
The Chick-fil-A Mac Daddy scandal. Meet 23-year-old Keyshawn Jones. Back in 2025, this guy worked here. The Chick-fil-A on William D. Tate Avenue in Dallas, Texas. This Chick-fil-A is highly reviewed and has been around for literal decades. We're talking Los Pollos Hermanos levels of customer service here. Minus the meth part.
It's excellent.
What?
You could say it has something of a legacy in the fast food chicken world. This standard of excellence was something Keyshawn seemingly held for a time, but for unspecified reasons, in October of 2025, customers noticed that he mysteriously disappeared from the restaurant. Coinciding with the disappearance of Keyshawn, restaurant visitors noted cashier clerks getting cagey when the subject of mac and cheese was brought up in orders, leading some to believe that Keyshawn's abrupt absence was somehow linked to the delicious side item. Some of you might be thinking this detail is a completely made-up embellishment that I put in solely for storytelling purposes, and my response to that is you're absolutely right.
We made it up.
But in all seriousness, what happened to Keyshawn? Why did he disappear? So Keyshawn didn't actually go missing. Rather, he was fired back in October of 2025. The reason for this firing, we don't know that. But his firing isn't why we're here. It's what happened after he got terminated. In November of 2025, Keyshawn Jones was being accused of perpetrating a multi-$1,000 revenge theft scheme involving hundreds of catering trays of mac and cheese. Over a period of months, the man covertly snuck into the store using prior connections and would steal trays of mac and cheese without anyone knowing. He hoarded these catering trays back at what was ostensibly a trap house and would host.
Why are you stealing fucking macaroni? What the hell? I mean, I know the prices of groceries done went up, but what are we stealing macaroni for?
Secret banquets with other fast food criminals in his network. The men gorged and got fat from their spoils, with Chick-fil-A getting totally screwed in the process. And what I just described to you is the fake story that most people online have taken as fact recently. I repeat, do not sue me. What I just said was totally bullshit. However, Keyshawn did allegedly perpetrate a Chick-fil-A mac and cheese scheme, but just not in the way that you might expect. After getting fired, this guy was caught on surveillance camera returning to the store that he used to work at in plain clothes about a month later. While it's unclear exactly how he was able to have unfettered access to this register while being terminated, Keyshawn, aka the Mac Daddy, got to cooking when he saw an opportunity. Keyshawn allegedly used his knowledge of Chick-fil-A's register system to ring up a total of 800 catering trays of mac and cheese, and then subsequently processed a refund for these trays to himself using his own bank cards, netting what is reported to be close to $80,000 in funds.
Damn.
No mac and cheese actually exchanged hands. Bro just printed the money out of thin air. He actually thinks he's the Federal Reserve over here. I do want to note that there's some discrepancy in current reports about this story, with some claiming that he did this big refund scheme in one fell swoop, and others say it was done over multiple visits. I have to say the latter option makes more sense, but regardless, Keyshawn wouldn't get away with this nearly six-figure heist. Chick-fil-A store owner Jarvis Boyd was quick to notice the massive mac and cheese debt on his balance sheet, and after shitting his pants, he checked the surveillance cameras and found out why that happened. Boyd notified the Grapevine police on November 29th, 2025, telling police Keyshawn had swindled him. He also added that he knew the Mac Daddy had his direct deposit set up with a local.
But he look like he ain't got it all upstairs. Look kind of slow, ain't it? Or is it me?
Credit union when he still worked at Chick-fil-A, suggesting police look there for the stolen funds. From the footage, cops were able to confirm the thief was in fact Keyshawn, and they were also able to cross-reference the location of the pilfered funds, which totaled up to $80,105. Feeling as though they had enough evidence, the police went on a manhunt for the at-large Mac Daddy. Months later, in April of 2026, an arrest warrant was issued, but the cheesy con man was slippery to say the least.
I was
As
about
the
to say,
saying goes,
steal all
real
that
G's
money.
move in silence like lasagna, and the Mac Daddy managed to noodle his way around police for several weeks, evading arrest on multiple occasions. However, on April
Why you ain't
17,
leave the
2026, on National Cheeseball Day,
Bitch, I knew you
police
lying.
finally managed to arrest this guy. Keyshawn
my
Jones is
gosh.
facing charges including property theft, money laundering, fraud, and evading arrest. He's reportedly being held on a $111,000 bond at the Tarrant County Jail. If convicted, the Chick-fil-A Mac Daddy faces a maximum of 10 years in state prison.
For some-
Considering the
dang.
sky-high prices of not just fast food, but literally everything else these days, it's no surprise folks are turning to harebrained criminal schemes to make do. But you don't have to risk prison time to earn real cash. Upside has you covered. So Upside is the first cashback app that
West Palm Beach Taco Bell Monday. An argument.
What happened?
West Palm Beach Taco Bell.
for every gallon on your first tank of gas using promo code WavyWebSurf. Big thanks to Upside for sponsoring.
Inside this West Palm Beach Taco Bell Monday. An argument, then chaos.
He shot a customer over a water cup. Okay, so
Over
a
a
bit of a
damn
self-report
water
here,
cup.
but I, and I'm sure many of you watching, are well aware
Let me
of
guess.
the fast
He gonna get the water cup and put soda in it or something? I mean, come on, who ain't done did that? Who ain't done did that? Don't even get in the comments line.
food water cup trick. You're at a fast food restaurant, perhaps in a broke degen phase of your life, and you want a soda with your food, but you don't want to pay. So you ask the clerk for one of those free water cups. And what do you do with it? Well, after paying for the food, you make sure nobody's looking and take that
I
free
want some
water cup
KFC.
and slink over to the soda dispenser and fill that bitch up with Dr. Pepper or whatever preferred soda you like. It's a relatively victimless crime and virtually no one is inconvenienced by it, but technically, yes, it is stealing. And I guess someone has to
Technically.
refill the syrup dispenser faster, but I mean, come on. Now, as someone who worked in fast food many years ago and also who has just historically been really thirsty when I was younger, I found that it's rare that restaurants actually crack down on folks for exploiting the water cup trick. But just know that when they do, there can be potentially life-threatening consequences for you. This is Florida man Rob Steiner on April 27th, 2020.
Bitch, what the hell y'all be had? What is going on down there in Florida, honey? Florida man, what the hell? What? Y'all just be doing shit just to do shit. Like, the wildest fucking stories is always Florida. What happened?
He was in the mood for America's favorite Tex-Mex slop and made his way over to the local Taco Bell at the intersection of Military Trail and 45th Street in West Palm Beach, Florida. Guys, I love Taco Bell, but we gotta keep it real. That shit looks like dog food.
I can't
Anyways,
Taco
Rob
Bell,
presumably
no.
makes his order, but
Hell
doesn't
no.
perform the water cup trick. Rather, he just sits down at a booth and chills. His critical role in this story will become apparent soon enough. Let's meet
Okay.
another player. Manning the register on this day is 20-year-old Damari Jaquan Patterson, and because of his standing as cashier,
Dear black people, we got to stop with these fucking names here. What the hell did he just say his name was again? What?
will become apparent soon enough. Let's meet another player. Manning the register on this day is 20-year-old Damari Jaquan Patterson, and because of his standing
Maybe he
as
just
cashier, he, by
pronouncing
merit
it
of
like
his
that.
position, is on the front line of the water cup defense force at Taco
Oh,
Bell.
Lord.
While most fast food clerks could be described as meek, this guy was anything but that. In fact, this person may have actually been overqualified for his position of soda thief stopper. According to police reports, Patterson had a history of violence, including
Lord.
domestic disputes and also pulling out knives on people during heated arguments. Quite the rowdy rap sheet here.
So he
and
can't
given his
fight,
passion for protecting Taco Bell soda fountains, you'd have to have a death wish to pull the water cup trick here. I mean, this is serious business. Taco Bell has Baja Blast, and we find that Patterson is willing to protect it by
Y'all
any
eat
means
Taco
necessary.
Bell?
Now
I
back
don't
to
like that
Rob's
shit.
point of view. Shortly after Mr. Steiner sits down, 3 women enter the store, and let's just say they were up to no good. Details here are a bit murky, but apparently one of these women requested a water cup from our violent cashier, Mr. Patterson here. And what did she do after getting the water cup? She filled it up with soda. Damari sees her do it and he loses his goddamn mind.
Oh,
a verbal
Lord.
altercation explodes as the three women get into it with Damari and other staff members, who apparently had called them out over the soda theft. Mr. Rob Steiner, who is off to the side sipping on a NOS energy drink that he hilariously smuggled into the restaurant, he can sense something crazy is about to happen and starts recording. That recording is the video you're seeing on screen now.
Okay, W.
The yelling and bickering continues
He
for some
actually
time,
mad
and you can
over
start
a
to see
fucking water
customers
cup?
noping out of the restaurant as the conflict escalates. The feeling of something horribly wrong is about to happen was apparently palpable inside of the Taco Bell. And finally, it happens. What you're about to see is Patterson allegedly attempting to pistol whip one of the customers, and when he does so, he shoots off a round after swinging his gun like a fucking moron. Everybody in the restaurant then flees and runs for cover.
He gone too.
I knew it was done. That's when I went into fight or flight and just ran out of the building.
The response time in this
He
area
said,
is
"Fuck
insane
this."
because within the same video recording, we can actually see that police arrive and enter the building as they go in to apprehend the shooter and assess for injuries. So what exactly happened on the inside after the gunshot was fired? Did somebody actually get killed over a water cup? According to
would hope
reports,
not.
Patterson's swinging of the arm during the pistol whip motion knocked the lady directly in front of him down to the ground. The gunshot that happened almost immediately after grazed the eyebrow of one of the other girls. So he literally did like a fucking combo attack here. Bro hit the bullet curve technique like that one dude in the Tubi TV movie.
Like Kanye East. Because that's how physics work.
After dealing combo damage to two of the three in the water cup group, Patterson had his eyes on the third, who was a short distance away from him near the door. Patterson allegedly fired a shot at her, but thankfully he missed, resulting in this bullet hole that you're seeing on screen now. You might be surprised to learn that according to affidavits, Patterson himself called 911 soon after the shooting, fully admitting to Baja blasting at the water cup girls. But he claimed it was in response to them jumping on the counter and threatening him. He specifically told authorities that he believed the women were armed. But big surprise, when they searched the women, they had no guns on them at all, and neither the surveillance footage or Rob Steiner's video showed any of the water cup group jumping on the counter. Not that jumping on the counter would justify use of lethal force in any case. Yeah, Patterson totally overreacted here. I mean, I'm all for defending against water cup soda bandits, but attempting to blow someone's shit smooth off is taking it a bit too far.
I'm not doing all that for $10 an hour, bitch. You got me fucked up. Like, it's just not happening with me. It's just not fucking I don't give a damn enough about this company for me to go arguing with a fucking customer over a water cup. It's just not happening. I don't see it in the tarot cards, you know?
I mean, you're throwing your life away for a 99-cent cup of soda. It's not that serious. Unsurprisingly, police felt this guy had committed a crime. Their affidavit specifically says, quote, Patterson did intentionally and unlawfully threaten by word or act to do violence, which created a well-founded fear in the victims that such violence was imminent, unquote. Because of his passion for protecting soda, Mr. Patterson would be arrested and charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault with a firearm. As for the lady whose eyebrow was grazed, they later drove themselves to the JFK North Medical Hospital. They were treated for minor injuries and released not long after. Damari Patterson would appear in court later on April 28th, and he still remains.
I would have sued Taco Bell, all that, because why he got a gun in there, for one. I would have sued everybody, bitch. You would have thought I was in a car accident. Oh, my neck. My back hurting, bitch. I done pee up. Bitch, fuck that. You got me. I'm doing all that. The dramatics, bitch, all
He's in
that.
custody. His next scheduled court date is May 27th. The Chinese roadkill conspiracy. So,
Oh,
Chinese
God.
buffets are like infamously some of
Can
the most
Chinese
grotesquely ran
restaurants get a break?
establishments. And yes, I know it's not fast food, but there are so many stories from these places, and I think this is the video to talk about the men. I have one that literally got caught with roadkill in its freezer. Welcome to the China Queen Buffet.
I don't think
It's
I
not
want
all
Chinese
too unlike
no more.
any other strip mall Chinese restaurant that you'd find around the United States. Questionable review scores, dated looking decor with the interior design of a nursing home. If I lived in Pineville, Louisiana, I'd pull up there and load up on some General Tso right now. You know it's gonna slap when it looks like this. I just might have to make sure that my medical insurance premiums are up to date because this place has something of a, let's just say, history to it. As recently as April 1st, 2026, the Pineville China Queen has had some health code infractions during inspection, such as an employee drinking a beverage in a sensitive food prep area and another violation citing toxic cleaning chemicals being stored incorrectly. Another gross one in the context that this place is a buffet is an infraction citing that food wasn't marked with the time that it should be cooked, served, or discarded, implying that there could be, let's just say, some freshness issues at play at this place. But hey, at least these guys aren't storing raw salmon in plastic bags on the floor like that other Chinese buffet was.
I don't know what this is. This is fish on the floor.
Ew,
So China
what?
Queen had a couple of minor oopsies, but by the time their April 8th follow-up inspection came around, they had corrected all of those issues previously mentioned.
Whoa.
But there was one other thing.
I remember the Chinese place in my town. What the thing called, a health inspection? They didn't pass it or whatever, and they had to close down one time. And then the next time they had a B on the door instead of a A. And I'm like, I was questioning. I had want some Chinese food so bad, boy. I was questioning it. And then the next time, my kids had want some too. So I fucking went there and got it. Why my daughter talking about, Ma, it's a roach in my plate. I don't think that was no damn roach, but it's a roach in my plate. Like, oh my God. I don't think I've been there since. I didn't eat there since that shit. And that was like 2 years ago. Fuck it. Ain't that deep. I ain't want it that bad.
Thing going on here that the inspector seemingly missed. On April 21st, 2026, a member of the public shared this image to Facebook, allegedly taken behind the China Queen restaurant. It shows a restaurant worker skinning some sort of four-legged animal in broad daylight outside the building. A Facebook post describing the incident read, quote, Chinese restaurant between Super One and TJ Maxx in Pineville skinning roadkill behind the restaurant yesterday. They found the skin and head in dumpster out back. Y'all might want to bring a DNA kit to these restaurants to check the status of meat you are eating from these places. God, man. These Chinese restaurants are really doing the most to keep those offensive stereotypes alive about them serving cat and dog meat to customers. Jesus Christ.
I ain't even hungry no more.
What the fuck was going on here? The Facebook post exposing the alleged skinning operation eventually caught the attention of the Pineville Police Department. The obvious big fear here is that the restaurant was serving whatever was skinned in the back alley at the buffet. But police were saying that probably wasn't the case, though they were concerned to say the least. Pineville PD suspected this was a case of a roadkill animal being skinned for later consumption by the photographed employee in question, which was not only extremely unhinged, but legally questionable in the state. Louisiana law states that the collection or harvesting of roadkill is illegal without permission from the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries, and they didn't have any permission to do that. So police set out to China Queen to look around and get to the bottom of this freaky back alley butchering. According to reports, when searching the kitchen, police allegedly discovered a deer carcass stored in a freezer alongside other food, as well as deer and body parts in a box near the dumpster outside. So yeah, not looking good for the restaurant. They allegedly had a fucking roadkill animal hanging out with other food that was to be served to
Yeah, it was
customers.
probably
An
roadkill.
employee,
You know they ain't
44-year-old Jiang Hua Zheng, would claim to officers that he had found the deer carcass along the road the morning of the skinning. He went on to further state that he planned to use the deer to create some sort of meat stew and that it would be for personal use. Still, the fact that he put the roadkill meat in with the other food,
Right,
bro,
that
that meat
part.
is not up to health code freezer standards. It probably had all kinds of bacteria and slime on it that you potentially cross-contaminated
Ugh.
to other items. This dude is out here trying to start a new
Nauseous.
pandemic.
Breland says the dangers of harvesting roadkill doesn't just stop at the dinner table. You could even face jail time for trying.
You have to contact LDWF and ask for that authorization.
In the wake of the discovery, the butchered roadkill deer was immediately removed from the restaurant, and China Queen staff plastered this haphazardly slapped together notice on their door. And man, this statement is crazy. I'm imagining somebody reading this with no context, thinking that somebody got served human feces or something.
And
Check it
never
out.
come back
We
again.
apologize for the recent incident. The item involved was never intended to be served to customers, but it was improperly stored. It has been fully cleaned and sanitized. We are cooperating with health authorities and have corrected our procedures to ensure this does not happen again. Thank you for understanding. As a result of this incident, China Queen reportedly
Shut it
temporarily
down.
halted service, and Mr. Zhang was actually charged for his roadkill culinary experiment.
Shut
On
that
April
shit
26th,
down.
Zhang was cited for possession of an illegally taken deer, which can result in fines up to $950 and 120 days in jail. His current employment status at the restaurant, I don't
still
know
there.
about that, but you gotta imagine he was fired. As far
I
as I know,
doubt it.
China
That's
Queen
probably
is
a
still in
family
operation,
business.
and if I'm ever in the Pineville area, I'm gonna stop by and try it out. The pictures of the food
Please
online
don't.
actually look pretty good. I just reckon I'll be cautious when it comes to soup of the day or anything like
Look
that.
at my
The
stomach
Tim Hortons
hurt.
poop thrower. There
What?
are few fast food stories that baffle the mind more than what happened at a Tim Hortons on May 14th of 2018 in Langley,
What
British
the hell is
Columbia. At
Tim
some point
Hortons?
during the day, an older woman hurriedly barged into the restaurant. She wasn't after food, she was looking for a bathroom. Prairie dogging and on the verge of exploding, the distraught lady demands the cashier to let her into the restroom. And from what I can tell, it seems the bathroom here was for paying customers only, which she wasn't. The cashier
I'd
tells
like
her
to get
no,
something when I
and the
get out.
gassy guest then launches into a tirade against the worker. CCTV footage shows the two squabbling back and forth for some time. The restaurant is packed with customers, and as they argue, you can
She had
imagine
shit.
literally everyone inside is watching this play out. You know, it's like a Waffle House moment.
She
After
had the
squabbling for
shit.
some time, the customer apparently had enough of the shit. She reaches over, grabs a handful of napkins, steps back, and within a matter of seconds expels a
Bitch, I
massive
know you
turd of
fucking
shit onto the
lying.
floor, to which she
No.
then picks up and
No.
throws at the cashier that was trying to block her
No.
bowel movement. The
Ew,
woman then takes more
bitch.
napkins, wipes her ass a bit, and then skedaddles out of the
Yo.
restaurant feeling like a brand new bitch. The Tim Hortons turd tosser was almost immediately reported to the Royal Canadian
No
Mounted
fucking
Police, who
way.
initiated a citywide manhunt for the defecator.
That's
She was found later that day
disgusting.
and taken to the gulag for her foul crimes.
You
One
nasty
question many had
bitch.
at the time was, why exactly wouldn't the Tim Hortons let her use the bathroom? I mean, if she was truly
Right.
about to shit herself, can't you just do a homegirl a favor? Well, Tim
Exactly.
Hortons said that the customer in particular had caused problems at that store before, and
Oh.
staff had her on a, so to speak, no shit list.
Trespass. Oh.
Quote, our current understanding is that the team member used their discretion in this case and denied access to this guest based on past behavior and out of concern for the immediate safety of team members and guests in the restaurant. As matters
Oh,
escalated,
well.
the team member contacted local authorities for assistance. The Tim Hortons poop thrower to
That lady
this
said,
day
"You gonna
is
learn today."
unnamed by media outlets. So
Why?
I don't
Name
know
her.
what happened to her in terms of punishment. If any of you Canadians out there have information about the Tim Hortons shitter, feel free to share it in the comments. I feel like this is such an urban legend for you guys, and there might be developments that aren't as commonly known about it outside of Canada. Beneath his perpetually frozen smile,
that's
the
creepy.
soft, fuzzy costume, And those
Chucky?
eyes that are always watching is a cold, calculated criminal waiting for his moment to strike. Hide your purse and hide your wallets. Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Stop.
Chucky, stop resisting.
Chuck E. Cheese
What the
actor
fuck?
arrested on police body cam. On June 28, 2025, a mother named Michelle Allen had taken her child to the Chuck E. Cheese location on Scherer Road in Tallahassee, Florida. This visit was nothing out of the ordinary. Games, pizza, mascot meet and greets, typical Chuck E. Cheese visit. Though what was out of the ordinary is what happened after she left. The following day after visiting the restaurant, Michelle realized that not only was her debit card missing, but somebody had been issuing fraudulent charges to it from various stores around town, hitting 6 different businesses and racking up costs in stores that she never went to. Somebody had charged a total of $105.57 on her account. Michelle visited some of the stores that were charging her in an attempt to understand what was happening or who could be behind this. And that's where she made a break in the case. One of the businesses had CCTV footage of an individual using her card to purchase goods.
Okay.
And who was it? Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Somebody went in there with a
Chuck
Chuck
E.
E.
Cheese
Cheese outfit
himself
on.
was behind the card theft. Or, well, to be more specific, it was the guy who played Chuck E. Cheese at that one she visited. 41-year-old Jermel Jones. Michelle
Nigga. That's a rough ass 41. You sure you 41? That's a crack 41 right here. You need to get off that shit, sir. I ain't gonna hold you.
had apparently seen this guy uncostumed at Chuck E. Cheese before. She recognized Jermel's
off the
face and
street.
reported him to police. On July 23, 2025, officers would be dispatched to bust the undercover criminal masquerading as a pizza-loving mouse. They pulled up to the Chuck E. Cheese in no mood to play games. When they got there, there was indeed a Chuck E. Cheese mascot in the store on that day, working. Now, anybody could have been inside of that costume, but they were pretty sure it was Jermel. The following is police body cam footage showing officers trapping the rat in 4K.
We're gonna detain the mouse, yes we are. Do it. I want you to.
We're gonna detain the mouse.
Go around. You want me to come in front of these kids? Grab him, quick.
Well, Chuck E. Cheese used to be so damn fun.
Chucky. Come with me, Chucky.
How did know that him?
Chucky, stop resisting. Don't let your hands go. Stop resisting. You're being detained.
Hold
Stop
up, God.
resisting. Let it
Yo,
go.
we doing this in front of the kids? We doing this in front of the kids. I just realized that. Yo. Hello? Y'all couldn't go to the back? Or something?
Let it go. Do not cause a scene here.
Look at these kids.
As the costumed actor is escorted outside, there is much confusion and even anger from restaurant patrons on the inside, with customers accusing the cops of traumatizing children.
Man, these damn weak ass goddamn kids, you better fucking get over it. Hell, it ain't real. This is the time you gonna have to tell your kids Chucky ain't real, the Tooth Fairy ain't real, Santa Claus. You just gonna have to tell them this is that time. Like, Chucky is a thief, okay? That's it. And then it's like they probably had to do it like this, in case he tried to run or something like that. So they probably really ain't had no choice. Damn, Chucky.
What would you like to know?
Bitch, sit your fat ass down, ho. You showed enough the
After
fuck
quieting
would.
the scene a bit, the time finally came to unmask the rat. And there was some concern that they could have potentially had the wrong guy. The
That
moment of
part,
truth.
that's what I'm
Does this
saying.
come off, man? Does this just come off the top? Oh, I hurt you.
Oh, that's him.
Yep, it was him, all right. They thankfully detained the right guy.
Right.
But Jermel seemed to have no recollection of perpetrating
I
any
bet he
credit card
don't.
fraud.
All that crack.
That's weird. I guess we gotta let him go.
All
I'm
that
all for
damn
giving someone
crack.
the benefit of the doubt, but it's pretty hard when cops subsequently search Jermel and literally find the woman's bank card in his pocket with receipts from where
You
he spent
still
her
got
money.
her shit.
God damn, dude.
This
You
a
gotta lock
dumbass
in.
criminal.
That's mine.
They ain't yours
I
hell.
wonder what this one is.
Yep.
And there's yours too. So you did have your card on you. I thought you told me you didn't have
I
anything
thought
on.
I didn't have it
Okay.
today. I found that today. I found that today.
In light of these findings,
Lie.
Jamel would be arrested and charged with suspicion of larceny, possession of another person's ID without consent, and fraudulent use of a credit card 2 or more times. He was taken to Leon County Jail, where he posted a $6,500 bail on July 24th, 2025. A spokesperson for Chuck E. Cheese put out a statement on the 25th saying, quote, "We are aware of an incident involving a part-time employee
Did
arrested."
they don't do background checks on they Chucky employees? Like, I feel like they just looking at this nigga, they just hire any crackhead off the damn streets. This could have been a pervert. Like, that made me not want to ever take my kids to no damn Chuck E. Cheese. Never again. I ain't took them but like 2 times. And that's because I personally like the arcade myself. But that could have been a pervert. Y'all just fucking hiring any crackhead off the street to put on this damn costume here. Y'all need to do better.
At our Tallahassee location on Wednesday. We have taken the appropriate action concerning the subject employee. And by take appropriate action, what they meant is that they put Jermel in a spring lock Bonnie suit and killed him.
Damn, okay.
Just kidding, they fired him. Jones would later plead not guilty and is being represented by the local public defender's office. I'm pretty sure his lawyer's name is like Jimmy McGill or something like that.
Oh,
Don't quote
Lord,
me.
he ain't getting
Seriously,
off
bro,
this.
what is this Better Call Saul ass criminal case? Guy in a Chuck E. Cheese suit stealing bank cards. You can't make this up. Bro, the way they unmask him, it's so Scooby-Doo. On January 26,
And I would
2026,
have gotten
he
away
changed his
with
plea
it
to no
too if it
contest and
weren't
was
for you
sentenced to 3 years
meddling
of probation.
kids.
The Burger King slapper. I
Oh,
often hear people
Lord.
complaining about the service inside of fast food restaurants, you know, like the employees are rude and don't seem to give a shit about their jobs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, when the pay is terrible and you have to go through what the victim in this story did, you can kind of see why the morale isn't so high at these places. In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, on June 26, 2020, 21-year-old Austin Addison entered a Burger King in a fit of rage. This guy claimed to have had something stolen from him by a woman that worked at this restaurant. This woman was some sort of acquaintance of his, and he demanded she come out so he could confront her. Now, on the receiving end of this manlet's outburst is the cashier on screen here. His name is unknown. And this cashier does his best to maintain order and protect his employees. Austin, the petulant manlet, quickly loses
hell
his
no,
temper
bitch.
and completely blows up on this cashier,
I
who's
would've
just doing
damn.
nothing more than politely refusing him from seeing this employee that this crazy guy is trying to just summon to the front on a whim. And what does he get in return for his patience? A slap to the face.
You're fucking jail for robbery and stealing stuff. So she needs to get the fuck out of here before I get her put in jail for the rest of her life.
She needs to get the fuck out of here before I have her put in jail for the rest of her life, dude. Like, bitch, I would have slapped your ass with the goddamn fire extinguisher. Who the fuck you talking to?
After smacking the
Like,
poor
what?
cashier, Austin Addison stormed out of the store. Police were called about the slap. And the person filming the video claims that not long after, they saw the slapper being confronted by a police deputy about a half-mile down the road from the restaurant. Addison would
I would've
eventually
lost
be
my
arrested
job
by
that day.
police and charged
I ain't
with
gonna hold
harassment,
you.
disorderly conduct, and criminal mischief. Yes, for slapping a fast food employee, you will get slapped in cuffs. I think that's only fair, right? This
Hell
Burger King
yeah.
slapping case wound up going quite viral on social media, with many engagement baiting accounts on X creating fake stories for why the slap occurred. The most
would've.
infamous, of course, being a post that claimed,
I
quote,
would've took
"Guy
the French
slaps
fry
Burger King
oil."
employee because his nuggets were too spicy." It's just so
all them weapons in that
stupid.
damn kitchen.
But yeah, guys,
There's
you
something.
wonder why a lot of fast food workers don't seem all too thrilled when at work? They're getting paid pennies on the dollar to deal with some of the most mentally deficient 80 IQ rage pig crackheads in America on a daily basis. You try to be polite and a pissed off moron with a speech impediment slaps you for no fucking reason.
Niggas.
But yeah, cut these workers some slack. They may have just gotten physically assaulted 5 minutes into their shift before you came in. Taco Bell nacho cheese snot rocket incident. If you thought workers putting bodily fluids in food was a thing of the past, I hate to inform you, it's commonly done still. And not only are workers sabotaging customers' orders, they're hawking loogies and co-worker meals to settle grievances too. On May 6, 2025, at a Taco Bell on Highway 90 in Milton, Florida, Kirsten Royal, who is a Taco Bell employee, had come by the store while she was off to pick up some fries and a 10-piece nugget, which I have to say first and foremost
that do not look like no goddamn nugget. What is this? This ain't no fucking nugget. What nugget? What animal nugget is this? Like some fucking Knuckles or something. What is this? Is this Sonic the fucking Hedgehog nuggets? Like, what is this?
Insane to order from a Taco Bell. Just go to fucking McDonald's.
Okay.
But when she opened the bag to see her food, she saw something in her nacho cheese container that didn't look right. Inside was a strange mucus-like substance inconsistent with the rest of the food's appearance. And upon closer inspection, this was no guacamole dipping sauce. It was
I don't trust sauce in these kind of cups anyway. I don't eat sauce out these cups. Give me my sauce with the damn little metal plastic thing on the top like the McDonald's. I want my shit sealed. I don't fucking trust it. I'm too paranoid. That's why I don't eat out like that. I'm too fucking paranoid. Like, fuck no. I don't trust people. Hell no.
Straight
Hell
up
no.
loogie. A full-blown snot rocket.
Oh,
Described
man.
as
Come
stringy
on,
and
man.
disgusting. Kirsten notified the assistant manager on duty, who went ahead and reviewed the surveillance footage, where she found that one of their employees, 34-year-old Felicia Archer, had directly spit into the nacho cheese cup that came with the meal before it was served to Kirsten. Milton police would be called to the premises where they questioned Felicia, who openly admitted that she had done it, claiming she had a personal grievance against Kirsten. The police report about this said, quote, Archer stated she believed the victim was attempting to engage in a relationship with Archer's boyfriend, which she described.
I swear, women, huh? The shit we do, huh? That's just nasty, though, bitch. Just go out there and fight her ass. See, I would have been on your side if you did that. You trying to fuck my man? Yes, I would have been on her side. But don't spit in somebody. That's fucking disgusting. Put that bitch in jail for attempted murder. Ain't nobody want your AIDS, hoe.
There's a beef between the two. So it seemed that there was some sort of work-related love triangle going on that ended in biological snot-powered warfare. Subsequently, Felicia Archer was arrested and charged with misdemeanor culpable negligence. She'd be taken to the Santa Rosa County Jail, where she was released the following day on a $150 bond. The woman was also banned from that Taco Bell. And as for Kirsten, well, despite being the victim here, she also found herself without a job, as allegedly she posted about this incident to social media, which violated some sort of Taco Bell policy.
They ain't want nobody to know that.
She was reportedly laid off due to bad publicity from the incident being shared, which I have to admit is complete fucking bullshit. The case would be closed pretty quickly, with Archer being in court by May 20th of 2025, and she was found guilty and sentenced to 6 months of probation. And well, you made it to the end of the video. I hope you guys—
That's not enough. That is fucking nasty. You tried to kill the bitch with your fucking bodily fluids and shit. Ugh. Ugh. If you can't tell, if y'all know by now, I don't like body fluids. I don't like spit and like, I hate the sound of kissing. Like, I can't do it. I can't. Ew. But yeah, y'all. That was a good fucking video. That was pretty interesting. I need to stop. My next video, I'm gonna do a try not to cuss. Like, ooh, child, it's bad, y'all. But anyway, like the video, comment definitely, subscribe, And I'ma see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.